Chapter 2, Oh Christmas Tree. "I can't believe how different it looks," Liza said. Melody, Howie, and Eddie nodded. The old swing set was gone, and the new playground looked bare. It was the next morning before school, and the four friends stood under the giant oak tree in the schoolyard. Mr. Bell and the rest of his crew were busy cleaning up the playground. They whistled Christmas songs, and their tool belts jingled every time they moved. A few parents had gathered nearby to watch too. "This new playground will cost a fortune," Carrie's father complained. "I still think the old equipment was fine," the lady wearing a scarf over curlers snapped. "You've lost your gumdrops," a tall man with curly blonde hair said. "That playground wasn't safe anymore." Then all the parents started talking at once. Melody sighed. "Parents never agree on anything." "Well, I agree that the old playground needs help," Howie said with a nod. "Goodbye to that old swing." Liza smiled. "We had a lot of good times on it, though." "But think of the good times we'll have on the new equipment," Melody told her. Eddie stood and watched the small men. He didn't say anything as they put the old playground equipment into a pile and then went inside the trailer. "Why are you so quiet?" Howie asked him. "I was just wondering," Eddie told him. "How can we find out what's in that trailer?" "You can't," Liza told him. "Mr. Bell told us to stay out." "Exactly," Eddie said. "And why would he say that?" "Because he doesn't want you to see what's inside," Melody said. "Right again," Eddie told her. "Don't you think that's odd?" Liza shook her head so hard her hat fell off. "Mr. Bell probably heard about you and he doesn't want you messing with his stuff." "Maybe," Eddie said slowly. "Or else he's hiding something from us." "Yeah," Howie giggled. "Like the screw we need to replace the loose screw in your head." "Very funny," Eddie said. "But I plan on taking a look in that trailer." Eddie stomped off, leaving footprints in the snow. Melody, Liza, and Howie followed their friend to the trailer, sitting at the far end of the playground. Pounding noises and laughter could be heard coming from inside. "What are they doing in there?" Eddie whispered. Howie shrugged. "They're probably taking a coffee break." "Sounds more like they're building something," Liza said. Eddie hopped up and tried to peek in a window, but Christmas wrapping paper covered the glass. "Let's try a window on the other side," Eddie suggested as he started around the trailer. "Wow, look at that!" Eddie gasped. The four friends stared at a row of 12 evergreen trees. Tiny candy canes dangled from the branches, and bright lights twinkled merrily. "I'm glad you like my Christmas trees." The four friends jumped at the happy voice from behind them. There stood Hollis Bell. When he walked up to the kids, the tools hanging from his belt knocked together with a loud jingle. "I just couldn't do without a little holiday cheer," he told Eddie, "and those trees remind me of home." "You're right about one thing," Eddie muttered. "There isn't much holiday cheer around Bailey's City." "Everyone's too busy fighting about our playground," Liza agreed. "Each one of you has special magic to fix that problem," Mr. Bell said, with a wink. With that, he hopped up the 4 steps to the trailer door and disappeared inside. "That's strange," Eddie said. "Lots of people like trees," Liza said. "That's not what I'm talking about," Eddie snapped. "I meant that it's strange how Mr. Bell sneaked up on us." Howie shrugged. "We were so busy looking at those trees, we just didn't hear him." "How could we not hear those tools?" Eddie asked. "Eddie's right," Melody interrupted. "Whenever Mr. Bell moves, those tools sound like Santa's jingle bells." "And what about the trees?" Eddie hissed. "They weren't there before." "Where did they come from?" Liza squeaked. "Christmas trees just don't spring up overnight." "Exactly," Eddie sputtered. "They're There's something weird going on around here, and I think Mr. Hollispell has something to do with it. And I'm going to find out.